Now, with reports of a fresh attack on the divisional police station in Ehime Mbano local government area of Imo State, southeast of Nigeria, the gunmen are reported to have freed all the suspects in detention before setting the police divisional station ablaze. There is no official confirmation yet. The attack is coming 24 hours after unknown gunmen attacked a correctional center in Owerri, freeing 1,884 inmates and razing over 50 vehicles. Vice President Professor Yemi Osinbajo visited the state earlier, where he condemned Monday's attack. Now, the government has promised to pardon any prisoner who returns voluntarily.
Meanwhile, Imo State Governor Hope Uzodinma has asked police officers in the state to use their rifles to defend themselves against criminals. Uzodinma describes the mayhem on the state police headquarters as an attack on the integrity of the government. He says a detailed investigation will be carried out to fish out the perpetrators of the attack. Before we go over to our correspondent in Owerri, the Imo State capital, let's take a listen to the previous comment made by the governor of Imo State concerning the attack and the commissioning of a detailed investigation.
It is not as if we don't know that in the past, hoodlums, armed bandits, have killed so many of our people. But all we are saying is that we need the cooperation of everybody, traditional rulers, citizens and community leaders, to join forces with government and security agencies to ensure that this type of act is condemned outrightly and to condemn it once and for all and get our people to begin to think aright, because this level of gangsterism that often takes life is not acceptable by any government. After all, what is government? Government, the primary purpose of government is the protection of lives and property. And I don't think that there will be any reasonable government that will sit back, watch this type of thing happen without taking drastic measures to address them. So we already know the activities of these hoodlums is coming on the increase. And the government will rise to the occasion. Security agencies will provide the appropriate synergy and will also rise to the occasion and ensure that this thing is brought to an end.
Now, our RISE correspondent, Ovietemi George, joins us now live from Owerri, the Imo State capital. Ovietemi, good to have you. So perhaps you can shed some more light on the developments there. We heard the governor, Uzodinma, just calling them criminals, and yet we know that the former IGP termed them IPOB members. So who are the culprits? Do we know who they were, who they are exactly, and what's the state of the released prisoners who were being asked to come back? Give us the update.
Yeah, thank you, Ekene. Actually, we'll be getting that information from the public relations officer of the Nigerian Correctional Service Medium Security Custodial Center over here in Imo State in a couple of minutes. That's talking about James Maduba. But right here, I'm standing here just close to what is a subtle reminder of what happened on Monday, which officials of the correctional facility would like to call a Black Monday. Now look at these, the vehicles that are burnt. Look at the other one over there. These are charred remains of the onslaught of men who are yet to be identified by the security agencies. Earlier you asked me, because you made mention to what the governor said, that's Governor Hope Uzodinma, of course, the police force calling them hoodlums, and some said members of the indigenous peoples of Biafra, IPOB, who have actually come out to say they do not know anything about it. So, as it is, we're talking about this, and I'll be talking with the public relations officer of the prison facility here, the correctional facility, more appropriately put, James Maduba. Well, we're looking at the camera, you're live on ARISSIMO News. Tell us what actually happened. Who were those responsible for this act?
Thank you very much. We have already damages done, and we have also informed the public through the National PRO
Okay, it appears
there's a bit of audio problem. We'll
Yes.
be fixing that in a few seconds.
few seconds. Okay, we'll get back to James Maduba now. We were talking earlier, looking at the camera, what actually happened on Monday and who is responsible. You know, the police has said something. The governor also made allusion to the indigenous peoples of Biafra, that's IPOB. What do you say about this?
Yeah, as I said earlier, it's around 2:15 a.m. Monday, we heard that the facility has been attacked.
My national PRO has said, which has made press statements on this issue. What I want to say is that on what he has just said, I didn't want to come up again to start from end or trying to complicate the issue. But as given the statement, but what I want to say is that these people that came, we see them as unidentified gunmen. So we are not trying to attach it to any particular group or whatever. So it is just for the powers that be to investigate and know the people that perpetrated that attack. Okay, just talk with me about some other issues.
With you about some other issues. Well, just right behind us, if you can see, there is, I would want to call it, what do you call that? Is a gate or a barricade? Whatever it is, I would like to tell you that this place received a touch from the onslaught of these yet to be unidentified gunmen. And just right behind me, a welder is working perhaps to fortify this, which looks more like an entrance, to fortify it against external aggression and invasion. But James Maduba is still here, the public relations officer of the custodial center. Well, can you say how many, the number of persons who actually escaped? There are conflicting figures here.
Well, right from the onset, I've told you that the National PRO of the Nigerian Correctional Service, Control of Corrections, Francis Onobere, has made a formal press statement in regards to this. And from what you said about what is going on here, you can see our vehicles, we are burnt down, and part of the building got burnt also. So as a result of that, we are trying to put two things in order. Then as regards to about inmates, which the National PRO has made known to the public, we had about 1,881 inmates before the strike, and then as at that very day, as he equally put it down on paper, for now we have about 78 here now. Some returned voluntarily, some were recaptured. So for now we have 78 inmates. That is what we have here now.
Okay, it has happened. Quickly, please, perhaps in 20 seconds, tell us what the facility is doing to avert an external aggression and invasion similar to this, because right now you're counting your losses.
Yeah, you will probably recollect that the minister was here yesterday. The Controller General of Corrections equally visited here. They are putting heads together to make more efforts to fortify the place to ensure that such a thing does not repeat itself. So I think they're on the right track to put things in order.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay, I just spoke with James Maduba, the public relations officer of this correctional facility here in Owerri, the Imo State capital. Well, like they said, it is Black Monday here in Owerri. Not only did the yet to be identified men touch vehicles here, they also did same at the police headquarters. It's a sad narrative in the history of Nigeria, reminiscent of what happened last year, talking about when hoodlums hijacked the #EndSARS protest. I am Ehime Mbano. That would be all for now.
Thank you very much, Ehime Mbano.